Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're playing one of, if not the hardest deck to pilot in the current meta, Jiraiya Summons. This deck has a really unique playstyle that is not typical of the Naruto Mythos game, which I'll explain while we look at the individual cards, but the deck fires on three pillars: chakra generation, summon placement, and power placement. You'll see as we get into the cards, but the deck is very chakra demanding. Summons are only temporary, so their placement is crucial, and since they're temporary, we need to think ahead with our other power placement to make sure we aren't flooding missions while leaving others undefended. Let's start with looking at the Jiraiya line, where we have Toad Sage Jiraiya and Dark Swamp Jiraiya. You'll see each of the Jiraiya cards lets you cheat on chakra to play summons for cheap, which is what gives this deck its real power. Not only are you getting an on-rate body, you are getting a discount to a summon character that typically has a much better rate for its power. Now, each summon does have the drawback of bouncing to your hand at the end of each round, as you'll see in a second when we look at the cards, and we will talk about it more. Each of the upgrade effects for these Jiraiyas is a bonus, some better than others. We're using him mostly for the summon synergy, so think of the upgrade effects as the cherries on top that give the deck extra reach. Next, we have Summoning Jutsu Jiraiya and Toad Mouth Trap Jiraiya. These are the two top-end Jiraiyas currently in the game, and this is where they get super powerful, being able to play our summons for literally free. And speaking of summons, let's start with the heavy hitters and work our way down. We have Gamabunta and Gamahiro. Gamabunta is a vanilla 3-cost 6 power, and Gamahiro has the benefit of drawing a card for an extra chakra. Toad Mouth Trap Jiraiya plays all of our summons for free, since they all cost 5 or less, and Summoning Jutsu Jiraiya plays all of them for free except for Gamahiro, which we would just have to pay the extra 1 chakra difference to deploy. Now, both of these cards show that drawback that I mentioned that all summons have. They bounce to the hand at the end of the turn. Planning the placement of these summons alongside the large power Jiraiyas can make or break your game, as you'll see in the gameplay portion of this video. The Jiraiyas notably can also play summons from hidden, so where you put the hidden summons to generate chakra early on can come back to pay off or bite you depending on how you spread it out. What is nice though, is sometimes you have enough time to play a summon from hidden somewhere you don't truly want it, so that it bounces back to your hand at the end of the round and can be deployed later. Beyond those two heavy hitters, we have Katsuyu and Gamakichi. Katsuyu can actually end up being a largest power summon we have if our Tsunades are in play that we'll look at in a second, and Gamakichi is a low cost summon that can steal a mission with an early 4 or 5 cost Jiraiya. And then, last but not least for the summons, we have Gamatatsu as a scout and our lowest cost summon that can also try and steal missions just like Gamakichi. So that's it for the summon synergy of the deck, so let's look at the support characters, starting with both Master Medical Ninja Tsunade and Meiotic Regeneration. These cards insulate us from defeat effects. Since we are so reliant on chakra, insulation from cards like Rasengan Naruto and Sen Burial Gaara are really important. You'll see in the games ahead that this comes into play where I neglect to play an early Tsunade and it ends up really coming back to bite me. We then have the classic staple of Insect Clone Shino, and we have a little bit of chakra ramp with Shizune. And then to round out the deck list, we of course have Tauntaun and Shikamaru as scouts, and notably, Tauntaun is not only the normal chakra ramp we know and love her for, but she is active most of the time based on our high density of Tsunades and Shizunes. For missions, we have a cool trick built in. We have a chakra training for chakra ramp, rescue a friend to help us churn through our deck, and bring it back. Bring it back is cool because we can bounce a summon with it that was already going to bounce to our hand, and it has a high mission point value, essentially negating what would be a downside. And I will warn you, and why I'm titling this video the way I am, this deck is tough to play, and I definitely learn a lot through the course of the video. I do get knocked off my game as the deck makes me think in such different ways from normal Mythos, so I'm hoping this video can serve as a learning tool for both you and me by taking a step back and learning from the mistakes I make. Like I said, the three pillars of this deck being chakra generation, summon bouncing, and power placement really need to work symbiotically to unleash the power potential the deck has. Throughout this video, you will see me fail at balancing those at a few points in the video, so pay close attention. The general guidance for the deck is to hide 5 cards in Mission D, so I try my best to stick to that, but after doing that and getting to placement is where I start to struggle, and I'll explain it in the live commentary. As always, the deck list is down in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, the opponent's starting with the edge. And this hand, wow, that's a lot of secret Jiraiyas. I don't think this hand is very good. We can't really do anything around one. We could hide some... we're looking to hide cards, right? But let's get a little bit more. Yeah, so this has a little bit more to do with the Shino. We can drop the Tsunade. We can also just set up these lower cost Jiraiyas and not overcommit the higher cost ones. Let's just start with, let's start with a hitting Gamatotsu. My consideration there, and not just hiding like the Jiraiya, is 10-10 is starting to gain popularity, and with something like Chakra Training, they're less punished by playing just like that 3-drop on one. Okay, they just play a hitting card as well. I can't select it, there we go. Play the Jiraiya face down. I think our plan here is just to hide, honestly, 6 cards. That only leave us with 1 card in hand, but we'd have tons of Chakra to play with for the rest of the game. Wow, Mind Transfer is brutal. Which one are they going to take? Okay, they took the Gamatotsu. That's fine. Is this a Jutsu character? It is. So this Shino will be good. Katsuyu's our only summon now. Okay, they play Kin. We'll draw a card. That's fine. But we will still be winning with flipping this Shino. They have 1 Chakra left. Interesting. I don't know what they're playing, given the Kin and the Ino. They're going to have a ton of Chakra, though. We are too, because I think we're just going to hide 3 cards here. Keep the Jiraiyas in hand. Yeah, okay, they just hide a card, so... Katsuyu is our only summon right now. Do we want to... Okay, we definitely want to commit Shikamaru and Tsunade. Do we want to commit the Katsuyu to Mission D? I don't think so. I think instead we'll play the 5-cost Jiraiya hidden, and that way we can put this Katsuyu anywhere. All right, we win. Okay, we do draw another summon, so that's good. Gamma Hero's good because he draws a card. Let's see what they lead on. Actually, them taking the Gamatotsu is so funny because if they flip it, then it's just going to bounce to my hand. Okay, the Kidomaru, are they just gonna move Shino? Yeah, okay, they can have this mission. That's fine by me, bro. They're setting up a pretty gnarly Chidori Sasuke here, though. If they have Kiba, that's fine on the Shino front, so they have 7 power here. We can still contest this mission. Let's do that. We can flip Jiraiya and play Gamma Hero here. And we'll be winning. We'll still have 4 Chakra. We'll draw a card, draw Tauntaun. Okay. Their deck's definitely interesting. I wonder what the through line here is. Also, just as I'm playing this, I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think, because this deck is, I think, one of the harder decks to play, just because it's so swingy based on what you do. You know, you have a ton of power in a mission, but then at the end of the round, they returns to your hand. You get to deploy it somewhere else, but you also need to make sure your Chakra is good. So let me know in the comments what you see. Okay, it looks like they're playing a Sound 4 deck. We're both at 10 here, so we can upgrade Jiraiya here. What does the upgrade effect do? And then we get to hide something. Could hide like the Kin. Let's wait on that. Let's just lead with like a Tauntaun here. Let's wait on upgrading the Jiraiya for them to commit a little bit more. Maybe I should have put the Tauntaun here to protect from a potential Kiba, but given they have like Ino and Kin and they're playing Sound 4, I don't think they have a lot of room for Kiba. Okay, they upgrade to Jirobo, so we're not gonna win this mission. So that's fine. We will... What does the upgrade actually do? Oh man, they get to defeat one of our hidden cards. Hopefully they get the Shikamaru. Nah, they get the Jiraiya. Okay, well, maybe we should have played the Tsunade earlier. They've been blowing up our stuff and kind of handicapping us in that way. But they're going to win this mission, and I'm pretty much going to give up on this mission. What do we want to hide next turn is the question. Okay, they play a Tauntaun. I think we will hide the Katsuyu. Maybe that's wrong, but we need the Chakra because our Gamma Hero is going to bounce. We'll have 12 Chakra going into the next round. Okay, they play Kidomaru. Wow. So they can move a bunch of stuff out of here. Actually, they can only move one thing because they only have 1 Sound 4 character because this doesn't count itself. So, okay, they move Kin. That's fine. We'll still win this mission. Oh, and actually the Katsuyu powers up the Tsunade, which is pretty cool, but we'll draw... Okay, we draw the other Tsunade. I'm inclined to just slam that and just not deal with any of the other removal they have. Let's do that. Between the 2 Tsunades, we're really insulated, and then we just have summons and Jiraiyas in hand. This upgrade effect moves something. Okay, what does this Kin do? Place the top card of your deck as a hidden character in the mission. Okay. They can discard a card to hide something, which they are going to do. But they're probably going to hide a Tsunade. They only have 1 card in their hand. They're going to have 2 hidden ones after this. Interesting. Okay, they hide this Tsunade. I don't care as much about that Tsunade. I think I want to play this Jiraiya into this Jiraiya so that we can move a character back over to D because we do not care about D. So let's do that. Let's play Jiraiya. Let's play the Katsuyu from hand into B so we have some power there. Also powers up because we have the Tsunade. And then next turn... Oh man, they take our hidden Katsuyu. That's annoying. That's really annoying because now the main effect of Jiraiya doesn't do anything. They still have 8 chakra. They can flip it over. If we move the Ino, do we get it back? That is my question. I don't know, so let's find out. Let's move the Ino. No, we do not. Okay, well, that's sad. I thought that if we moved it, maybe we would get it back. That's good to know, you know? All right, well, we're still winning. I have 5 chakra left. This returns to my hand, though. Or does it return to theirs? I actually don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Kidomaru is really good. Now they get to move 2 characters around. They can put, like, Jirobo here. Actually, they can't because then I'll win this mission. So maybe they just are going to stack up B with, like, Keen and a Kidomaru. No, they can't. They can't move Kidomaru anywhere. So move Keen, yep. And then, yeah, they'll move the Katsuyu so that they win this mission. Okay. All right, so moving the Ino didn't work, but let's see. I assume the Katsuyu returns to my hand, not his. And so, yeah. Okay, cool. So we have 2 Katsuyus in hand. All right, they have 16 chakra. We have 13. They have 3 cards. We have 6. I think we just play... Let's see. So we have 9 points. They have 10. So we just need to win these 2 missions. Actually, if we win these 2 missions, we get 9 points. They get 7. We would still win. So we need to win C and A. So let's start with 5 cost Jiraiya here. And let's put the Katsuyu also into A. Power up. So now we got a ton of power in there. They do, like I said, have 16 chakra, so they're looking pretty good there. They play Sakon. Okay, they get a draw back up to a ton. I think we'll just play Gamma Hero to draw. See what we draw. Tauntaun, that's not great. We have 3 chakra left, so we can upgrade Jiraiya here or here. I think the plan will probably be to upgrade him here, put Katsuyu into C, and then just say do your worst. Okay, they play Keen, so you get a redraw. Okay, Gamakichi's not what I wanted. Alright, if we upgrade Jiraiya here, we can put Katsuyu in, then we can play Gamatatsu over here. That leaves us with 1 less power here and 1 more character. So if they have a Jirobo, if we upgrade here, we'll have another 3 power, will be at 17. If they have a Jirobo, it'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll still be winning. So let's do that. Let's upgrade Drive. If they have another Kidomaru to move our stuff, that's going to be pretty sad. We could also put Katsuyu here and then be winning this mission. Let's do that. We'll be winning that mission. So this is an interesting spot. They have 4 cards in hand, 1 hidden, and 12 chakras. They have a lot of options. They've played both of these Kidomarus. They could have another Spiral Spiderweb one, though most people I think only play one of these. Okay, they play another Keen. Power 4 or less. Okay, they have to do that in a mission that doesn't matter as much. They get to put the top card face down though, so they get to hide something like our Tsunade. They hide our Shino? Okay. Well, they don't have a Jutsu character, but we'll play Tauntaun here so we don't have to pass. In case they do play Jutsu character, then we can flip it back over. They discarded a Kabuto. That makes sense. It's a lot of chakra and doesn't do much here. The high power of our stuff's really coming into play here because, like, Kabuto couldn't flip it over and then these Keens couldn't do it. I haven't seen someone play these upgrade Keens yet. I played like one of in some random decks, but if you're able to gas up with the Sakons, you're able to actually like use it to discard and use its ability. It's pretty good. I see what they're going for though with the Inos and the Keens. I assume they have Infiltrator Kabuto too to try to chakra ramp and card ramp that way. Okay, they have a Tuyuya. I don't care. Let's pass. They have 7 chakra. Oh man. Let's see, a Jirobo now would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would win them that mission. And if we win both of these missions, we get 7 points up 16. They win both of these. They're at 19, so they win. So if their last card is Jirobo. Okay, they Jirobo here. Why did they do that? They have 2 chakra left. Did they miscount? They must have miscounted, unless they have some random... What? I'm so confused. Okay, they just missed the win. That's why you never back out early, because your opponent could make a mistake. Yeah, if they just Jirobo'd here, they would have won, right? Because this was 6 power plus 1 from Protect the Leader plus 4, so that would have been 11. Yeah, they would have won that. All right, well, we'll move on to the next game. GG. All right, we are starting with the edge this game. That's good. Man, the double Tauntaun tempts me. The double Tauntaun tempts me. I do think I'm gonna keep this because we are looking to just hide a bunch of cards in our hand, so we Protect the Leader first, but we'll be able to do that, and we'll be able to play Tauntaun, so we'll be able to just start with tons of Chakra. And then we can use Gamma Hero to gas up a little bit, so let's just play some cards face down. I can't remember if this is the same opponent from last round. If it is, giving them just like fodder. Okay, it probably is, considering that Keen. Jiraiya draws pretty good. We could play the Jiraiya, but then we'll be low on Chakra, so let's just keep playing face down cards. I want to bait them to play one of their Mind Transfer Enos on one of these small guys. That doesn't matter. Can they play another hidden card? Let's put the Gamma Hero here. Okay, they've hide another card, so they only have 2 Chakra left. We'll play this Jiraiya here, and I think we're just gonna pass. I don't want to commit. Maybe we can commit this Jiraiya. They've won. All right, let's play this. Let's commit this Jiraiya, and then my other thought was playing like the Tauntaun hidden just to get the Chakra, but that robs us later on, so it wouldn't be good. I'm hesitant to commit that, but we're gonna just start with so much Chakra, it'll be okay. Okay, they pass with 1 Chakra left because they want the edge. I wonder what they have. Another Katsuyu is good, just getting another summon. The Tsunade is also decent. They play a Kidomaru, which doesn't actually move anything, so that's fine. I think let's just start with flipping this Jiraiya and then flipping Gamma Hero, and we'll draw another card, see what we get. And can we get Shikamaru? We don't have the edge, that doesn't matter. But we are handily winning this mission now because of Protect the Leader, giving us an extra 2 power. Wow. Let's see what they end up doing. They have a lot of hidden card destruction and destruction of things like 1 or less and whatnot, so I'm a little bit worried because they can get some good value from us, and we're really dependent on the Chakra. Okay, they upgrade into this Sakon. Hide an enemy character with power 5. Okay, he hides our Jiraiya. That's fine. Well, let's start with the Tauntaun here. See what they do. Maybe we should have played this soon. Okay, they have their own Tauntaun. What do we do here? If we flip Jiraiya, we can win this mission. I don't know how much we actually care about winning this mission right now. If we flip this Jiraiya, we can flip Gamata. That doesn't matter. We could play Tsunade or Katsuyu into here to win. I think I'm interested in just playing the Tsunade. Force them to put something big in this mission to actually win it, or just let us have it. Or we just get to pass. And they played a hidden card. Ooh, they have Kidomaru. Okay, interesting. Are they going to move the Tsunade into D and just let us win D? They are. Okay, it's fine by me, honestly. Yep, and then they destroy the Tauntaun, but it returns to our hand. Sad that we had to pass, but such is life. Move. We do have the edge, so this Shikamaru will draw us a card. I don't care about this mission anymore. Let's just lead on Shikamaru and get our draw. Ashino, nice. That can give us some free power, especially this is a Jutsu character, so if we play it and unhide it here, we can just instantly be winning. Although this is the only place we have Jiraiyas, man. So I think the plan will probably be to flip these Jiraiyas and play the summons elsewhere. The Shizune is good for Chakra. Okay, they play a Jirobo, goes up to 4, that's fine. Let's just play the Tauntaun, let them take a couple more game actions before we decide what we want to do. Okay, they draw a bunch of cards. Pretty good, pretty good. I say we flip this Jiraiya. Let's put the Gamma Hero here. Let's draw a card. Neither of these are Jutsu characters, so our Shino's not good here. However, we can upgrade this Jiraiya. They have to get rid of 2 of their characters. Oh man, what does this do? Power up all of their... Okay, that's fine. So let's do that. Let's... Oh my gosh, it's 4 Chakra eggs. That's... Oh man. Because it's 4 and 4. I was thinking this was 5, so I thought we had just enough, but we don't. Now, if we play Shino and flip it here, we'll still win this mission. Let's do that. I would like to win this mission, and then we can still play the Shizune here to win if they don't add any more power to B. Okay, they do. They play Tayuya, so that is a little unfortunate, but we'll reveal Shino and win that mission. And then we'll still play Shizune here. Get a little extra chakra. We'll pass. Okay, so they'll win both these missions. We'll win this one. We'll draw a card. Another Tsunade. Okay. So we do not have the edge. Shikamaru won't draw us a card. They have 17 chakra. We have 16. We have 10 points to their 9. Oh, we won this mission. Oh my gosh, because the Shizune gave Tauntaun an extra power. Oh, that's insane. That wasn't even on my radar. Wow. Okay, so they keen here. We draw a card. It's fine. So we're still winning here. I think what we can do is still flip this Jiraiya. Let's put Gama Hero won't draw us a card, but it'll be chakra, better chakra than just doing the Gama Bunta. We'll do that. We'll put Gama Hero here. They'll have to discard 2 cards. I maybe should have played the Shikamaru here first, but they'll get rid of the Tauntaun and the Keen, I imagine. Yeah. And we still have this Jiraiya, which would put us down to 7. If we put Gama Bunta somewhere, down to 6, and then a bunch of power. It's also possible we wanted to play a Tsunade, the 3-cost ones, so that if they do end up defeating some of our characters, we get refunded chakra. They're at 16 chakra and 7 cards in hand. Okay, they play a Jirobo there. They go up to 21 power. Okay. I think we will go the route of... Oh, they upgraded. So they kill our Gamakichi and it goes back to our hand. That's fine. They have 15 chakra left. I think we'll just play Jiraiya here, and then we'll put our Gama Bunta into B. Be comfortably winning both of those now. We need to win 2 missions. So if we win, so we don't care about this mission, we need to win these missions. So maybe this wasn't actually the best play, but they upgrade Keen. They get to hide something, as well as put their top card face down. Can they hide Shizune? That's whatever. We're running low on chakra here. I think maybe we need to win these missions. So let's go with the... Playing Gama Hero here leaves us with like no chakra left. We could just, I think double Katsuyu probably makes more sense. We have a Tsunade, so they get powered up, so they're crazy powerful. I think maybe we should slam double Katsuyu and hope it's good enough. Okay, they played a... Oh man, they played a Jirobo there, so it's not... Yeah, okay. Can we get out of this? Let's see. If we win this mission and this mission, we get 10 points. We go to 20. Okay, actually, we do win if we win both of these missions. They have 9 chakra. They're winning this mission, so if we Katsuyu here, they have to win both missions. Let's do that. I was thinking we had to win both of these, but actually, if we just need to win A and something else. They only have 3 cards in hand. They have 9 chakra, so okay, Sakon lets them draw a bunch of cards. We'll pass and say, do your worst. This game is definitely hard to navigate. I think maybe I should have played that Tsunade much sooner, the 3-cost one, because then we would have had a lot more chakra to work with. I think that was definitely a mistake on my part. They have 6 chakra and 5 cards. Okay, they have a Jirobo. They have 2 chakra left, so as long as they have something for 2 cost and 1 power, they can win this mission and take the game. I find it hard to believe they don't. Yeah, they got it. All right. That was sad. I should have played that Tsunade earlier, and I think we would have been able to get out of that, but I was a little too zealous on just kind of developing the power. Anyways, that's a learning experience. We will move on to the next game. This deck is definitely hard to play. It's so awkward because you're like bouncing everything around, and it's so chakra intensive. We have the edge. I don't think we want to keep this. Maybe we do want to keep this hand because it's Jiraiya heavy. I don't quite know. It's especially after that last game. I'm really kind of thrown off my game here. I'm gonna say we redraw it. I want to see something like Shikamaru or Tauntaun, and we got the Shikamaru into the Tauntaun. Okay, so true, bestie. So vindicated. Let's get that Tauntaun down there, and then we can just start hiding cards to go crazy with chakra. We have chakra training and Tauntaun, which means we're going to be pretty set up for the rest of the game. That's awesome. They play Akamaru. Let's put Tsunade down. They play 10-10, killer Tsunade. That's fine. They have 2 chakra. Let's play a hidden card. We could play Gama Bunta and win this mission. Is that worth it? Or do we want to just like hide 3 cards? I think we just want to hide 3 cards. It would be pretty funny to win it, but I don't think that is the angle we want to take. We'll keep the Gama Bunta in hand, play the Katsuyu, and we'll play the other Jiraiya. Is that right? Or do we want to keep the Jiraiya in hand? I think maybe I'm playing this wrong and we want to hide the summons because they bounce to hand and then we just Jiraiya flip summon them. Maybe I think playing the summons from hand is like exactly what we don't want to do. Maybe I'm playing this wrong the entire time. The upgrade effects are cool on Jiraiya, but maybe I'm overvaluing them. These games have definitely been a learning experience, and I hope that through my learning, you guys also learn. Maybe you're screaming at your screen in anger at my misplays, but okay, they flipped Sakura. I think we can go big Jiraiya here, Gamma Hero here, have tons of power here, and draw an extra card. We still have 5 chakra. We can flip this Jiraiya and play Gamakichi, I guess. Gamakichi's not very attractive. If we do that, we would be winning. They have 8 chakra, though, so they can develop a lot more. They can play a lot more cards. Okay, they Kidomaru, move our Shikamaru. Wow, and just snipe the fucking Jiraiya. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Holy crap. All right, well, we'll give up on D, play the Tsunade, and then we'll play Shikamaru hidden and pass, I think. That is such a bummer that they sniped that Jiraiya. Just play this face down and we'll pass. I can definitely see this deck being super rewarding if you really understand it through and through. I'm definitely doing it a disservice not understanding it through and through, but that's kind of the point of these games, is to learn it. Playing Akamaru, we will pass. I can like, you can see the power here, right? Is like for, what is this? For 7 chakra, we got, well, because of tuning the exam, we got 14 power and drew a card off, and it's 2 cards, not just one that can be moved. All right, we won. We have 4 points. They have 6. We got Shino, Gamma Hero, Gamakichi. Let's just flip this Shikamaru and draw. Get a Tauntaun. Okay, Tauntaun's good with Gamma Hero because it's just letting us free draw a card. We can play Tauntaun here and then Gamma Hero and be ahead. Okay, they play Akamaru. We'll play Tauntaun. It's still not clear to me exactly what they're playing. They're just playing like generally good cards. Might be some evolved form of the meta deck with added 10/10s because she's been really popular lately and I think she's pretty good. Okay, they upgrade into Secret Sakura into D. Wow, and they hit the Kabuto into the what a chain. Holy hell. They're upgrading Sakura, getting Kabuto, getting back Sakura Medical Ninja, getting back Shino. Holy crap. How much chakra did that cost them? So 5, this was free, this cost 1, or they upgraded off this. This was 2, 1, so that's 5 chakra to do all that. Oh my gosh. That is so busted. Holy crap. What do we even do here? Do we just flip the 2 summons here and take this mission? They can just have B. We can go pretty hard with like Shino. Holy crap. I'm going to hit him with the, in the chat with the wow. That was wild. Let's play Tsunade and just get that down. I think we're pretty cooked, I think, in this game. So we need to play some high risk, high reward. So if they want to like blow up our stuff, we need to get some payback for that. Let's see, let's put Shino down here. They flip a Shino, that's fine. We'll do the same thing. Wow, they flipped Jirobo. That's their last chakra. We can just play Gamma Hero and beat them in this mission. It's worth more points than this one. We still have 5 chakra. Ooh, upgrading. That is pretty good. Let's see, if we flip Katsuyu, we actually still win this mission. So let's do that. Let's flip Katsuyu. Let's play Gamakichi hidden for the chakra. We have 1 chakra left. I could get Gamatatsu and Gamakichi mixed up, but we're winning both these, so... Okay, we'll pass. We'll win 2 of the missions. It'll be pretty even going into this last round, so let's see what we get. More Jiraiyas, that's good. God, I was just messaging the Discord about this line with the Sakura into the Kabuto into the Sakura into the Shino. Absolutely crazy. I've not seen that happen. That is so powerful. In one of the other videos I recorded this week, someone like Sakura into like Tauntaun, and like Yashimaru or something. It is the worst one I've ever seen. That was by far the best one I've ever seen. All right, we don't need a lot of power to win here. We're already winning here. They play Akamaru. Do we play second Tsunade and just turn them off of completely defeating our characters? I don't think that's super worth it. I think what we'll want to do is just play a Jiraiya and then play a Gamma Hero into A. We'll draw a card and we get another Jiraiya. Okay. That Jiraiya is good because it means we can upgrade anywhere we want. So we can just deploy another one. If we do that, we're paying 8 chakra, and then we can't win this mission if we do that. How do we want to do this? Upgrading Jiraiya here would trim down their numbers. And we can play the summons elsewhere. Let's see. So either we need to, or we just need to win these 2 missions and we win. That makes more sense to focus on those. In that case, this Jiraiya doesn't actually do anything. But this Jiraiya can like flip something over here to make us win it. So I want to save this Jiraiya. So let's put a Tsunade here. Put a Tsunade there. See what they do. Can they play an Ebisu? They draw a card. They still have 10 chakra. They might have like a Jirobo to play here. They already played 1. They can't play a Jirobo into this mission, so that's good. I think what we'll do is no, we don't want to upgrade here. We want to save the upgrade for over here. So we'll just play a Katsuyu here. And that way we can upgrade. Hopefully, I want them to play another thing here so that we can upgrade Jiraiya, get a little bit of value out of it, and flip our guy over here. Because if we win both of these missions, okay, they Kiba our Tsunade. That's fine by me. We will upgrade. They'll have to trim down their numbers. We'll flip the Gamma Bunta, and we will be winning all 3 of these missions now. They still have 7 chakra. If we win both of these, we don't win the game. We'll get 7 points. We'll be at 18. They'll win these. I'll go to 19. They play a Shino and flip them. That's scary. We can flip this Gamatatu. It doesn't actually do anything. We can play this Jiraiya face down and just hope if they have something else to defeat a character, we can get some chakra off it. Let's see what they do. They have 7 chakra and 4 cards in hand. Maybe part of me losing this game... wow, yeah, they just get Kiba back. Maybe part of me losing this game was due to my mission prioritization. And maybe that happened with the last game too, because we were pretty heavy into like B and C, and then, sorry, D and C, and B and A just kind of got away from us. Well, we lose this game because we can win these 2 missions, but then we lose these 2, and then we lose. So, GG opponent. There's a crazy, I mean, like, I don't know how we would ever beat that Sakura into Kabuto into Leaf Medical Core into another card line. Like, that is just 1 card for 4 is just unbeatable. That line went crazy. TLDR of this deck is that it's hard, guys. This deck was really hard to play, and like I said, there's a couple different avenues that it is hard to play on. One is seeing ahead with A, chakra, B, with where you want to put your summons and where they'll bounce to your hand. You won't have power there anymore. And then C, with your mission spread. Like in that last game, kind of what I was talking about, where we were really heavily invested in B and C, and then B, oh, I keep saying that, in D and C, and then B and A just kind of got away from us. Not to mention that Sakura line, I don't know how anybody can beat that, but still, the deck felt powerful, and it definitely felt like it can do powerful things and win. I think it'll take a lot more reps under my belt to get it to where it really clicks and where we can really see its full potential. This is definitely one of the hardest decks out there to play, just planning-wise and gameplay-wise. You need to really be on top of where you're putting everything, but also predicting what your opponent's doing. In terms of the card list, these Gamatatus and Gamakichis did literally nothing. I don't know how good these are. These might just not be good enough to play. The other thing is, I like the idea of these Tsunades, and they do, buff the Katsuyu and the Tauntauns, but I don't know actually how good they are. Maybe those games weren't representative, but also, to be fair to them, in game 2, I think it was, I should have been a little bit more aggressive with it, and it would have generated us more value. Anyway, guys, I'm curious in the comments what you guys think of the deck. Also, if you guys think I just was unable to play this deck at a proficient rate and I lost because I'm bad, I would love to know that in the comments. I would love to know if you have thoughts on those different strategies and how to really pilot this deck more efficiently. I would love to know those down in the comments, because this deck is really cool and I would love to keep playing it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you hanging out to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.